Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today, we're bringing you a gameplay of Agemonia.
It's Agemonia.
Agemonia?
No, it's Agemonia.
Okay, I thought I was right somewhere there. I'm here with Alex Radcliffe, or Sender from Boardgame Co., and we're just going to dive into this. I believe over on your channel, you're going to have a review / first impressions combined with...
I hope to have a gameplay of the first session as well. We'll see when or if. We've already played through the first session, but we didn't film it. I kind of want to go back through it again, so we'll see.
The reason I wanted to hop in here is because the first session really sets you up with a lot of the story elements, but I wanted to get to a little bit more of the meaty mechanics of the game.
If you want to see combat, you're going to have to go to Scenario 2. Scenario 1 is like a tutorial.
Yeah.
A tutorial that it's not like a
Oh, no.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
If he has solo content, which he should, you genuinely should watch it, but I thought this would be a more compelling introduction into what the game is promising to you. And also, when we flip this page, the artwork's mind-blowing.
It is.
I might make that the title. The artwork's mind-blowing.
That's a good title. That's a good title.
That being said, Alex, do you want to give a 60-second on what we know about the game so far? Because this is going to be, I believe, a Kickstarter?
I'm actually going to do like a 10-second on what we know about the game, then I'm going to read, then I'm going to do a 60-second.
And this is a Kickstarter.
This is a Kickstarter.
September
So
7th. Link always in the top video of the description. Now, for the record, just in case people are curious, I was not slated to cover this game at all.
Nope.
You got a prototype of it?
Yes.
I showed up. You said I love it. It turns out I like stories.
Shocking.
And so we figured we'd hang out, do some extra content, share it with you, the community. Whatever.
So, 10-second overview is Agemonia is going to be a bit of a dungeon crawl-esque to a degree. You're going to have characters wandering around, exploring, getting gear, leveling up, all that stuff. Along the way, though, it's also going to be a bit of an RPG element. You're going to be leveling up characters, you're going to be engaging in story, you're going to be making a lot of story-based decisions.
Mix of choose your own adventure, both in the story element and arc of the game, and then also quite a bit on card play as you're interacting with the environment itself.
Yeah, that's going to be my 10-second overview, and with that, we're going to dive into the story. Now, minor spoilers, because it's Scenario 2, but really minor spoilers, although we won't talk about how some things came to be where we are, because I want you to watch the first episode. So with that, the road to Runedale. You fly from the flooded city of Ambigate with the mysterious Chanter Threebirds in her strange wagon Birdie, as far as the Agur crystal can power it. After you land, the wings are folded and the calm and pleasant Togrel legionary climbs out of the wagon to pull it. The road through the dense wispy forest is well paved and the sun is shining. You lack your belongings, but there's food and a few basic tools in Birdie's trunk. Every night while camping, Chanter tells you about her quest. She's looking for beacons built by the ancients millennia ago. She hints that she is the last person who can do what must be done to save Agemonia. When asked for more details, she winks and promises to tell you when you get to Runedale. On the third day, you see a red light emanating. On the third day, you see a red light emanating from the horizon ahead of you.
Sounds like how I read.
Yeah, legionary whimpers in fear, and Chanter has to calm him. A great evil is afoot. I must go ahead to investigate. Chanter says solemnly and shows you a stone with odd markings. Protect this runic plate. Make sure Legionary pulls Birdie and the plate to yonder hill. That's going to be your runic plate over here. You grab the tools from the trunk and encourage Legionary to move on. He needs to stay on the road, but you are free to roam the wilderness. Not that it looks very inviting with the razor-sharp thorns and the steep cliff on the right. As Chanter runs off, you have an ominous feeling that something will go horribly wrong if you are delayed. This is the part where the scenario is going to give us a few items that we have already divided.
I got a shovel!
Oh, you do have a shovel. I have a small blow.
I mean, you offered me the bow. You also said I should reasonably take the axe, and you forced me to keep the hook and rope, but ultimately, anyone who has respect for a good old shovel, I've played video games.
Now, our goal is to finish the scenario as fast as we possibly can without losing along the way.
Is that the main objective?
we have all 20 fate cards, whatever it is we need.
Okay.
But we're going to be flipping over 10 or fewer. We're going to have the best results. So we really want 10 or fewer. Anything less
run through this.
is failure.
All right.
That's just magnificent.
It's so vibrant.
So we're going to put the little bit of the Birdie and the legionary over there.
We're good.
We are going to start over here. And then from there, again...
So we just got to make it over here.
So I'm going to cover the 60-second overview at this point to go into how the game plays. The basic idea is we have our characters. We're trying to get the wagon all the way to over here. The wagon has some restrictions. The wagon will not move if it will move to within 3 of an enemy. So it won't move forward. It's a little bit scared over there. Additionally, they're going to be trying to move the wagon along. It's going to take up zones over there. Basically, all regions on the board have a number of units it can hold, and the wagon requires 3, which means it can't travel through the woods. It's got to travel on the path. Kind of makes sense. Along the way, we're going to be interacting with various story cards. Anytime you get within a story card, the D, the number over there, is going to be the story card you draw. The little thing below it is the range at which you will see the story card. It's
now,
going to be a big part.
I just want to emphasize that for me, this is probably one of the most innovative or interesting elements of the game. The story elements are going to actually have progression to them. Like I said, choose your own adventure.
Stack of cards.
Where cards start linking to other cards. So there's going to be some that trigger if you're directly on that space. Well, that makes sense because you're interacting with whatever is there and discovering it as you approach. But the approach system's really cool.
Yes.
There's some that'll trigger 2, 3, 4 spaces away based on the range of sight and what is happening, and then events and other icons will start popping up that require you to draw closer or take a step back to get a little bit more distance, and you have to make a decision between not only how you're interacting with the choose your own adventure nature of the game, but actually spending actions to engage with it. I like that break, I like that pause. I really think it's probably the most intriguing thing that they have.
Offhand, we have a question of whether Jesse's going to try to look at what's that A over there.
I am
we're just going to go
100%
here.
looking at the A.
So we're going to go ahead and start it off. We'll explain further mechanics as we go through it, but there's basically going to be a bit of a journey, and well, we actually have to start with this over here, where I believe we pull out. Nope, not this.
In our play 1, I believe it resulted in you going, hey, so we should probably do this, and I go, I'm going that way.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
So we have the size of the toggle and wagon are 3, which means again they take up 3 in any zone, and we could move through them, which is different than the usual way you move through things, but you still have to have 3 in that zone. The movement of the toggle is once per round. On a hero's turn, the toggle and wagon may move up to 2. So once per round in total. On a hero's turn, it can move up to 2. The toggle and the wagon will not move closer to an enemy within range 3. Enemies do not attack the toggle and the wagon, and we want to get the toggle and the wagon over here.
Here's the interesting thing. At the moment, until the board updates, because it can update with card placement,
we're good.
We can't go through here. Did you see that? We actually have to take the wagon through the forest, and we have to go the long way.
There's no way.
I bet. Well, we're gonna have to clear the brush.
Well, if you're looking at clearing the brush, why don't we clear the down tree, Jesse?
I'm just pointing out that this is actually an objective that we currently cannot pass.
So with that, we're going to go ahead and start choosing our actions. We're going to be choosing...
Because you were like, it's all good, we just have to take the path.
I didn't realize
And I'm like,
I totally
man, I don't know if we...
So we have our action selection mechanism over here. We're going to choose the actions we take. If you'd like to go ahead and choose one of your actions.
Okay, and the way this is going to work is each game or each round is going to have a turn sequence hierarchy. Do we have that displayed at some point?
We're not going to show it. We'll choose our actions. And
it's when this flips. Yeah. So you will choose your action by placing your cube next to it.
Is that what you're choosing?
It is not yet. So the options I have, I can do an attack with a plus ability.
Against the tree.
Nothing at the moment, but if I think you're going to go faster than me and spawn something, it could be a smart thing to do.
You should do that, Jesse.
I can do the extra maneuver, which is going to give me a little bit more movement, so interacting with the environment, that could be a critical element. But I'm actually going to do what I was doing kind of in the first gameplay, which is take it a little bit more paced, a little bit more slow. I'm going to do a focus. This is going to give me a single dice buff on any one of my skill checks.
You have 3 different attributes. You have your strength, your agility, and your intelligence.
And depending on the order that we go in, I'm sort of expecting to need that skill buff to do one of these actions.
I've chosen my extra maneuver.
You have an axe. That might actually help with the tree.
Ooh, it might. Let's find out. We're going to go ahead and flip the card and find out the order of things. We're going to be going as follows. So red actions would activate first, then red enemies, then green actions, green enemies, blue actions, blue enemies. In our case, we're doing a green action first. That's going to be you, Jesse.
And there's currently no modifiers directed at any of our actions.
Correct.
So if I'm going first, I would like to work together as a team.
Ooh, that'd be the first time.
Are you really thinking we go approach the tree and just learn that it's fallen and we can't go through it?
I think the tree can be removed from the road. It has to be.
I hear what you're saying.
Oh, so you don't know a fun little fact. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, no, you do know, because we had it in the first scenario.
What?
There are cards that overlay the board.
I know that.
I don't know where they're going to overlay the board, but I'm assuming something will overlay.
And I think the overlay cards is also a system. Personally, it's one of my favorite ideas of a game mechanic. I love cards that change our environment.
Not the first time it's been used, but it works really well combined with the story mechanism they have here.
And so ISS did a similar thing in some ways.
Yes.
This looks like a pack of hornets.
Go for it, man.
I'm moving first.
Honestly, you don't even have to commit, because you can start walking closer.
I know. If I go here, I get a bit more information on this.
Yes.
But that might be the thing we actually have to remove. I wonder.
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to move here.
Okay.
Which is going to put me one space away from F.
That's going to be one space away from F. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to reveal...
And actually, this is also one space away from G.
Oh, it is.
I learned both of those.
Cool. Are you giving up stamina?
I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah, you're giving up a stamina.
In order to move an additional space. So the stamina system is going to be both your stamina and your health.
Yes.
I am going to tick down a stamina.
To be clear, when you use stamina, you're not losing health. We'll explain it as we engage in combat. Okay.
I'm going to take it down to give me a buff to my action.
Let's leave it off the board because I think we need to see everything.
Yeah, I'm going to take it down to give myself a little bit of a buff to my action. I'll have 3 total movement for this scenario.
So we're going to go ahead and read card F or G first. Which one do you want to do first?
I came to F first, so let's do that.
Go ahead, you can read it, sir.
Legionary smells trouble. The Trogle Legionary sniffs at the thorn brush on the ground. Near the brush, the wisp tree's densely needled branches are struck in the lush undergrowth, and resist any attempts to lift the tree. If they were cut off or the brushes dug out, the massive tree would be easier to move. I told you.
So we
have to dig... Well, here's the thing. We have to dig this or cut this.
Okay, which one do you want to try for? What's the action now on the card?
I can examine farther with another action. Right? That's just another stamina.
That's range. You can just go ahead and flip it.
Oh, because I'm still 1 away. Hard work. 1. Hand axe +2, shovel +1. Success, place an X marker on this card. There may not be more than 3 markers on this card. Each marker on this card gives +2 to the ability check on story card G.
You were right about the hand axe.
I was right about
I'm going to go ahead and do the hand axe action.
You can't, because it's my turn.
Then you can use your shovel.
I'm going to use my shovel. I'm glad we didn't...
Well, we still flip card G before we do that. We're going to put these cards up top over here so we can see them all.
Okay.
I made sure they're in range.
Blocked way. The fallen wisp tree completely obstructs your passage. You can go around it, but the Legionary and Birdie cannot. The trees look heavy, but somehow you must move it before you have to cut its roots off. Before that, you have to cut its roots off. We have to cut the roots and dig out the hole. Or something like that.
Does it flip at range 1?
Flip at range 1. A complicated job. You may only perform this check if there is an X marker on story card J.
J? Oh, okay. Well,
and we have to go around to get to that. Hook and rope +1. Success, reveal story card. They gave us all the tools we need for this.
I like it.
Nice of them. Okay. I've resolved both of those. I am going to do a check on that up there. So I'm going to go ahead and do a check on that.
Oh, each of the story cards marks on this give a reduction of 2 to that.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But we have to do J before we can even check that.
All relevant things.
This is a whole process. It's
Yes,
like we're removing a tree. Can I please roll some dice?
Yes, you may, sir.
How many dice do I roll? Could you help me calculate this?
Which one are you doing?
I'm doing the check up there.
Okay, so you have 2 for your strength attribute.
1 for my shovel.
You require 1 less success for your shovel. So you're still only rolling
3 successes with 3 dice.
Exactly. So you're going to be rolling 3 of these.
It's a good thing I did my skill check.
Yes, it is. It's wonderful. And you need 3 successes, which, boom,
Boom.
you got 3 successes. We'll explain the icons as they come up, but this is going to be a standard success icon.
I'm an expert.
We're going to put an X marker, which I sadly do not think I have. Jesse,
That's
would you
all
like passing the box next to you?
I'll consider it.
It's right up there.
Oh, there's so many things in here.
There's going to be these markers over here if you want to grab an X marker. Right here, right here. I got this on the floor. Okay, so we got an X marker on this over here, which can go there. And I haven't even explained something to Jesse yet, which we'll do later. Okay, that's going to be your action. I believe you're done, right? You did.
No, I still have additional movement.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I used my action to do movement.
Right,
I spent more to do 3. So I'm going to keep going around. That triggers nothing. And I'm going to go into... Going into B. Please pull B.
Card B is being pulled. Are we pulling anything else or just B?
Just B.
Just B. Why are there like 4 different Bs?
Because I guarantee these thorn thistles deal with both areas.
No, that's a problem.
I'm going to move... I'm going to stay where I...
Yeah.
Venerian skitterers. You hear the sound of rustling leaves and then sharp feet rustling on the cobblestone. Soon enough, enormous insects appear on the road. They're basically like giant carpus ticks and move towards you, their mandibles snapping angrily. They are Venerian skitterers, and they're coming your way. Spawn. Flip. Spawning enemies. Page 9. Spawn. Okay. Reveal card. Something 1. Is it that one?
No cards there. No cards there. Here we go. Enemy card 1 is going to go over here. We now have our skitterer enemy over there.
Take the number of skitterer miniatures equal to the number of discarded fate cards +1.
So we take 1 skitterer.
Ooh.
Glad we got there quickly. Good man. Why'd you go that way?
Spawn these skitterers on the areas shown, 1 per area in ascending order.
So starting here.
Okay.
In ascending order. It goes over here. So 1. Is that... Wait. No,
no. One's in that curve.
It's on the curve over here. Okay.
In rounds 1 to 3, when a fate card is discarded at the end of the round, spawn a skitterer on the areas marked S above.
So this one, in rounds 1 to 3, when a fate card is discarded, spawn a skitterer. Okay, so we're going to be spawning skitterers every single round. Let's go ahead and leave this here next to spawn cards.
That's another thing that we need to do quickly.
Yeah. In fact, I think I'm going to actually move this over here where the fate cards are as a reminder. We're going to go ahead and we'll take this marker over here. Skitterers have 2 health per player, which means 4 health right there.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead, and 4 players per character in case you're playing it solo.
And 3 characters per player in case you're playing it.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I'm just talking.
You're just being messy now. Okay, cool. That was your turn over? Turn done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could just go a second time, though, if you don't
could
want to
absolutely go a second time, but I'm not going to do that because it's my turn.
Honestly, your turns are my least favorite part of this
To begin with,
game.
I'm going to have the wagon go 1, 2. Once per round, we can have the wagon move 2. I'd like to not forget that.
Because you're in the location?
Yeah. Oh, are we next to H? Did we reveal H already? In fact, I think, my bad, we're supposed to reveal E and H at the start of our turn because we're there.
But that was your fault.
It's absolutely my fault. We're going to go ahead and reveal the road to
read that
Bumble.
one?
A tree falls in the forest. The road to Runedale is in relatively good condition, though beset by sharp thorn bushes. As you approach a bend, you see a tree fall down with a crash. Could this have been just an accident? You will have to clear the road so that Legionary and Birdie can continue along it. Well, that was a bit of a hint to the things we figured out. The dangers of the wild.
Also just look.
Calm Toggle. Toggle Whisperer story cards. So you actually have the Toggle Whisperer because of last round.
I do.
Only a hero in the same from tutorial. So if you have the Toggle Whisperer, then you get +2 successes. Okay. Only a hero in the same area as the Toggle may perform this ability check. Success, ignore the Toggle movement restriction described in the scenario instruction on that hero's turn this round. So I believe that means we would be able to...
I could have guided the Toggle around the tree.
No. The movement restriction is that you can't go within enemies at range. Basically, you can if you're a Toggle Whisperer, you can have more of a chance of...
I can usher him through dangerous areas.
Don't worry about the skitterers. They won't hurt you. Whenever you enter an area containing that... Oh, so here we go. Whenever we enter an area containing blood, that little blood marker, we're going to go ahead and take an agility damage check. Okay? We're going to put that over there. And then we're going to go ahead with card H and reveal card H, the cliff wall. The road is shadowed by a tall cliff on its right side, too steep to climb and riddled with thorn bushes. However, the cliff wall seems slightly less sheer here. Flip. A spot for climbing. After a close look, it seems like someone agile enough might have a chance to climb the cliff wall here to get to the higher ground. 0. You may spend 1 movement point. Oh, interesting. There's like a choice here. Move from the one area containing H to another area containing H. We can move from here to here. You're trying to move over that. Why? Why would I do that?
Go to the roots.
Oh, because this is blocked. We couldn't go that way.
I was going around this way because I can get in here.
That makes sense. We're going to go ahead and try it that way. You had more agility. It would have been better if we had shown this one as relevant to your turn. But I can potentially do things over there. So I think...
Can I even get in here? This is red too, isn't it?
What is it? That's red. Yeah. Wait, where is it? Nope, this is not red. You could get the long way. You could get... Oh,
no.
Interesting. You're right. Double line.
It's red around.
Double line. You're right. You have to get there that way. So I guess I'm going that way, Jesse. So apparently we're going to move that way. For my turn, I am going to start with movement. Now, I really kind of wish I had done the focus action, because that would have been great.
Well, and the issue is I have the rope. So I was going for that. Oh, well, we'll keep moving forward from where we are.
The rope helps us there? Hook and rope -2. Oh my gosh. That would have been helpful information to know before we started. We probably should have done that, right? Okay. But either way, hook and rope -2. Can I do it? If I roll 2 dice on the agility check, probably not good enough. I think it's worth having you back next turn.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to move confidently forward, like you often say to do. I'm going to go ahead. We'll deal with that one soon enough. I did 2 maneuvers, so I'm going to go... I may go up there. 1, 2...
You check the flower?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go ahead and flip a stamina to get the extra movement. I'm going to flip that over there. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Well, actually,
you don't need to go
1, 2.
Yeah.
And reveal card A at range 1. I'm going to reveal card A. Star Lotus.
I don't know if people can hear it, but I can totally hear your little boy.
Yes.
How old is he?
2.
Your 2-year-old going, hello, hello.
The forest is a maelstrom of stimuli with all the plants and animals and magic emitting their own sounds and scents. Behind a red keech tree and a glowing magnet, you spot a white flower half hidden by the undergrowth.
What do you think sound that flower makes?
It's a star lotus. It makes... And it emanates a faint bluish glow, perhaps indicating some magical properties. Pick the flower up at range 0.
Yeah, naturally.
Now I'm going to walk there. The flower picked. You cut the stem of the star lotus, its milky sap tickling your fingers pleasantly. The flower can be used to heal wounds, and alchemists and priests of the fifth eye can use it as an ingredient in potions and scrolls. We have it over here. Gain Star Lotus herb token, remove it from the game.
I told you it was good to do.
So that can be useful over there to basically heal 2 health. I'm going to put this off to the side.
Or save it for potions.
Oh, intriguing. And then I have another maneuver, so I'm going to use another maneuver. The way it works, we didn't really describe this actually. You always get an action, plus you can take an additional maneuver. Maneuver would be off in movement, but could be other things like restoring stamina. To that end, I could try to make an agility check to get past there quicker, because I can go 1, 2, 3 to your space. I can go 1, 2, 3 to there. I don't think that's better, so I'm just going to take the slow way. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3 to the basic road. That's going to be my second action over there. I'm paying the stamina to get there, in case that wasn't clear. So that was that. My second action, which means we are now going to go ahead and discard a fate card at the end of the round. The enemies, by the way, in case you're wondering, do not activate the round they're spawned, which means this one would have been on its side, and then now it's going to be eligible for acting next round. At the end of the round, we are spawning a fate card. Well, this happens at the end of the round, so it's going to be in play this round. Spawn an enemy on the space marked S above. So we have a fate card, discarded. That's going to be one of our fate cards gone. The numbers can matter for timer effects. We're not playing with any of those. Which means it's time to go ahead and start the next round where we choose an action, and then we'll go ahead and do that. We do have enemies in play, and I can go 1, 2, 3, and potentially, at a range of 2, shoot an enemy.
You've also got another Milk Lily to pick up there.
Do I want to try to go ahead and clear the board of enemies while you go back?
I was going to kind of be doing that a bit.
We just have our hooks and ropes in these situations.
And honestly, I can encourage the cart on, so maybe I go back and stick with the cart and keep pushing it forward.
Yeah.
So, do you want to take a skill check against the tree, though, before you leave? Because you're right next to number F.
F. Oh, that is a reasonable point. I should do that. There's no reason not to. Good call. Which really would be before the round ends. I have 2 over there. I'm going to go ahead and roll 2 dice on a 4 check. I have a hand axe, which means I need 2 successes less. I only need 2 successes. And that's going to be 1 success.
You can pay for one.
This action lets you pay up to 2 stamina to get 2 more successes. I'm going to pay for the second success, which means we're going to get one of these markers over here. That's a good call, Jesse. And that would be my turn, and now we move to the next round. We're choosing our actions.
Yeah, I'm going to lock into the extra maneuver action.
I'm debating whether I want... We didn't encounter D yet, and I'm going to encounter C and D. I think I might go with the focus action to go ahead and just get a little bit of a safety net over there.
Okay, so flip a card.
Flipping a card, we're going to go ahead, and we all activate before enemies. And we get an extra maneuver. See that over there? That's fun. Thank you,
really
game.
Helpful.
I appreciate you, board game. We are going to do red actions first, so you again.
So, I'm going to... You're better at taking on this, so I'll let you do the skill check. Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3.
But just to be clear, there's no cost to the skill check.
Yeah, but, I mean, should I just do it for the sake of doing it? Give me
You either get the dice or you don't get the dice.
Or give me 2.
2. And you only choose... You need 3 successes, which you got. I'm glad you did that.
All right.
Okay. Some skill checks will have costs. In general, the rule is 1 skill check per hero per round on any card.
So I've moved 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Okay.
Now I need to take a skill check to get up here.
Yes. You have 3 stamina. You also have... Here's your third dice. You also have 2 successes required less. You only need 3 successes. And that would be 3 successes.
Nice.
That was actually... That 4th icon was
Explosion dice.
Yep.
Boom.
You got 4 successes.
So I move up here, and then I'm going to pay the additional 1 for the next thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
So now you're going to take an agility check against... We're doing this action over here. Agility check against the thorn bush.
I've got agility of 3, right?
Yes, you need to get at least 2. And you are good to go. What are you doing?
I wanted to roll them. I had 4 successes, but I got explosion dice. Explosion dice must be rolled.
That's your turn. I'm going to go ahead and take the once per turn action of moving this here.
Not the best turn, but honestly,
you can't do more than that.
Also not the worst turn.
It would be better if we just read cards properly when we're supposed to.
It's true.
We are going to go ahead, on my turn, I am going to take a general. I'm going to start with my movement. I think I will... These people are going to be moving... they're taking this action over here, which means they're moving 2, it looks like. They're going to be moving a basic 2. Yeah, I'm doing that correctly. No, the 3. They're moving 2. They're still moving 2, so they're going to end up 1, 2. So I want to end up next to them, not with them, because then they'd attack otherwise. It's a ranged attack. So I want to go 1, 2.
You want to fire an arrow through their gullet.
I do, but it's going to have to be next round. So I'm going to just try to end over here. So I'm going to do 2 movement. I'm not spending stamina. I'm going to go 1, which is going to open up cards D and C. So, well, D you already opened, right? No, D you didn't open.
Nope.
Okay.
D and C are both activating.
In the thorn bush's shadow. The cliff is lower here, and there's a huge bush growing in the cliff above you. Its large spiky leaves almost reach the road. You realize you might try to use the sleeve thorn leaves as a ladder of sorts, but you would have to be very careful lest the sharp edges hurt you while climbing.
I could have gone up there.
You may spend hook and rope. You may spend 1 movement point, which I have 1 movement point, but then I wouldn't be able to go to D. We're trying to get this way. See, interesting, that's actually pretty funny. You could have really just avoided this whole thing.
I mean, honestly, I made it there pretty easily, so...
So I'm not going to bother trying to engage with that, because I think that's more for you. I'm going to reveal card C. We're going to have... that's not card C. This is card C. A blight cap mushroom. A magnificent magnet tree glows with a magical light, and underneath it you spot a purple mushroom with a flower growing in its cap. It has a sweet smell of rotten fruit, and seems to attract its share of insects. Lovely. Lovely. I'm going to spend a movement point walking into there. Oh, I may have misplanned that. They're going to end up 1-2. I have range. I can still shoot them from there.
You realize the creature we're fighting are ravenous insects.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. You pick up the blight cap mushroom and put it into your pouch. Ingesting it will reinvigorate you, but dried is a good ingredient for potions and scrolls. Again with that hint.
I like that you're just making a choice to go gather some herbs while we're doing this.
That's what I want to do here. Okay, don't judge me. Don't judge me. That's going to be my action. I prepped for skill checks that I did not need. And we are now going to go ahead and move towards the end of the round, or we're going to move towards their movement, where they're each going to move 1-2 and 1-2 like so. And that means it's now time for stuff.
Flipping a card, spawning a little
skitter
beast devil.
Yep, we're going to flip a card.
You ever tried to pop a tick?
No? That sounds gross. We're going to go ahead and choose our actions once again.
Surprisingly, deer ticks that we have around here are surprisingly hard to pop.
You're an interesting man, Jesse.
Because they're tiny.
You're an interesting man. I am going to choose a combat action because I think that I can shoot someone.
Did you know Lyme disease comes from rats, not deer?
You're an interesting man. Did I tell you what these are for, by the way?
You didn't.
These are going to be accomplishments we accomplish. At the end of a scenario, you can accomplish different things and get these tokens, and the achievement tokens, I believe they're called. And we achieved a bunch of scenarios in the last. We achieved 3 of the 4 scenarios, 3 of the 4 achievements. And what you can do is you can spend them to get an extra thing. But you have to be doing the action. So you can do a movement and have an extra movement. You could be rolling for success and have an extra roll.
Okay.
You could be attacking an enemy, have an extra attack, extra wound. That's going to be the way those work. So we go ahead and we reveal the next... Oh, have you slotted in your action?
I don't think. I want this.
Think things are relevant there? Okay. We're going to go ahead and reveal this. Where they're going to activate first.
Green.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. They can activate first.
Yeah, because they're straight red.
They're only activating 1. I totally forgot about that. They're activating 1, trying to go towards me. Okay, that seems reasonable
That one just spawned.
Oh, so it does not activate this round. You're right. No, it activated in the last round. So it spawns here. It goes here. Okay, so now we go ahead and we go, and I can take my ability. Nope, we do red, then green, then blue. So you're green.
Yeah, I'm going to take an action to move on to J.
Okay.
And I'll start a silk skill check on J. Pull J, please.
J. Okay. You can read it, sir?
I will read it. The root of the trouble. The tree was not cut down, it fell. Most of its roots broke free from the earth, moss and dirt still dangling from them. But some of the roots are left buried in the ground, keeping the tree in place. Chopping them away or digging them out will help you move the tree. Take care of the roots, flip. Okay, hard work. Hand axe +2, shovel +2, success, place an X marker on this card. There may not be more than 1 marker on this card. The marker on this card is needed for story G. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and take that check. And it's what? Might?
You want to do might. You have +1 already.
Dice.
So you only 3 dice. But you automatically get 2 successes, so you basically need 4 successes. Which you have.
I'm so good at this game.
That was your excellent.
I'm brilliant.
Jesse. Brilliant, sir.
When that happens, I place a marker on this card, and now we can attempt to clear the way.
Okay. That's going to be card Complicated Job, which is G, and you have to be range 1 from G, don't you?
Do you?
Doesn't it say that?
Where?
You have to be range 1. No, it's Complicated Job. It's this one over here.
Range,
you have to be range
1.
1.
So can I do it from where I am?
I can move there.
No, I can't.
I can move there. I'll be able to move there this
get
turn.
that up.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready to go?
I mean, you're going.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my shooting action over here, which is going to be I'm basically using my bow and arrow at a range of 2 to shoot this guy over here at a range of 1 or 2, honestly. And I get -1 success from whatever I roll. But I do roll +2 dice.
And you just got to hit it for 2 to pop it.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and hit it for 2, and I got 3 successes. -1 is 2.
You want to describe how you kill it?
2 is going to be... Oh, wait 1 second. That's how many wounds I did. I only did 2 wounds to it. They have 4 health each.
Ooh.
I didn't kill it. That's how I killed it.
You fire an arrow through its burblous sac.
These are stronger than we may have given them credit for.
And then determine that it's just full of pus and blood.
That's the one right there.
Some squishes out like yellow ooze from an egg.
Yeah, it's gross, man.
What?
It's gross. We're going to go ahead and rotate this down to 2. Apparently, these are not that squishy.
No,
we may have underestimated this.
Yeah.
And then for a maneuver, I'm going to go ahead and go 1. I'm going to spend a stamina and go 1, 2, 3 over here, so that I can be next
lift
to
the
G.
tree.
And then I'm going to attempt to lift the tree. A complicated job. You may only perform this, so we need 12. Hook and rope would be negative 1.
-2 for each mark we have, so we need 6 total success as a fist.
It still seems hard.
Plus, do you get a bonus on anything?
No.
Hook and rope is what gives the bonus.
Yeah. That is pretty brutal. That is pretty brutal. So it is a complicated job, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
So I need to roll. Well, I'm glad I have these tokens over here. We're going to go ahead and roll on 2 successes over here to try to hope we can get for the best. We got 3. I could spend all 3 of my achievement tokens to get to 6. Do we want to? It advances the
It's going to be a whole nother round or two. Unless I come down the front, I'd do it.
That's brutal. Ah, that hurts.
What do they do? What's the other benefit?
They can be used to modify to add successes to things, but that's like a lot of successes at one shot.
That's our main objective.
I know, and if we don't do it, we can't move the wagon, but that does mean that we now get to reveal story cards, the diamond and whatchamacallit. So diamond and there we go, got them.
I like how it's A, B, C, D, diamond.
Diamond and square. Diamond and circle, actually. Anyways, so we have the road is clear. You painstakingly chop the roots and branches off the wisp tree so it's no longer stuck and cut the tree. Then using the hook and rope, you drag the trunk of the heavy conifer to the side of the road. Legionary of the Chargle grunts happily, anxious to continue. So we're going to go ahead.
Nice. See, I love this.
Yes. This is going to go, this is the hard part. Figuring out how
No,
this...
it's not hard. It goes right here. Like...
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Like that.
Okay, and where's your card going?
So, an explosion. It looks like a firework, but slower moving. A trail of ruby fire rises whistling to the sky from somewhere beyond the forest, and then it hits the middle of the road farther up. The loud explosion brings with it smoke, stone fragments, and the smell of burnt wisp trees. Watch in horror. Flip. Caught in the explosion. Reveal story card square. Any heroes and enemies caught in the area shown have been caught in the explosion. Each hero needs to make a skill check.
When you say square, can you excuse me? An empty square.
It's up here.
But where's the empty square over here? Let me see this one. Okay, reveal story card. That any heroes or enemies in the area shown. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay.
Oh, you pulled the wrong one, maybe?
No. It's just it's a square versus a triangle.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. But I believe it's that one.
Gotcha. The stone and cement on the road erupts from the ground as the air fills with dust and crackling magical energy. Once the dust settles and the energy subsides, you see a large crater that the explosion left behind.
Okay.
So no one's in this location now.
Any heroes or enemies shown have been caught in the explosion. Each enemy in the area takes 2 damage.
No one's there.
No one's there. That's obnoxious.
Enemies. We have enemies.
They're not in it. This area is shown over here. Oh, wait, 1 second. Before we do that, it's actually before this happens. So it's specifically this one, which there's no one in there, of course. The enemies perfectly time themselves to avoid that explosion. Okay?
How do we get the cart past that now?
That is an excellent question. We probably have to do something about it. That's the complicated version of saying things. Okay. Well, that's going to be that. Remove this card from the game. Are we ready, sir?
Yeah.
Now we're going to go ahead and move the toggle. The toggle is going to go 1, and I don't believe it can move 1. Because that would be... Where's the card for the initial... It cannot move... You may not move closer to an enemy if that enemy is already within range 3. 1, 2, 3. So it can move 1.
She can't move 2.
It cannot move closer. Yeah. Now where's the Toggle Whisperer card? The Toggle Whisperer. Where is the Danger of the Wild? I can try to do a... In the same area as the Toggle, I can perform a check. So I'm going to go ahead and perform a check.
Do you need the Toggle Whisperer?
You don't. It just provides two successes automatically. But I have 3 intelligence, which means I may have a chance of actually trying to get this done. Which it'd be better if I didn't do that. I can spend a whole lot of stamina. I guess what I'm not going to do.
Spend all your stamina.
Spend all my stamina. Okay, that's going to be the situation there, and then we proceed to the end of the round, right?
Yep.
Cool. We're going to go ahead and flip this over, which means it's rounds 1 to 3. When a fate card is discarded at the end of the round, we're going to go ahead and spawn our last skitterer.
Last one.
Yep, we should probably be putting dice over here to
Only
indicate
4 max?
Well, there's more story cards, Jesse.
Oh.
There's more story cards.
Only 4 max?
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. We go ahead and choose our actions for the next round. Okay. Well, I think we need to kill skitterers. I think that's pretty clear.
I hear what you're saying.
Oh, now the problem is range is a factor here because I can't shoot over things that have a high. You see this symbol over here? That's elevation. I can't shoot over elevation to hit that. You hear?
I do hear. Okay, I'm ready.
Well, I'm not loving my options here. I think I probably need to do Stalwart and Smite so I have actually a chance of killing these people because they need to be taken care of. The toggle, moving able to calm the toggle could be helpful as well. I think I'm sticking with Stalwart Smite. Will they move before me? That's the question, right? That's ultimately the question I have on the table. I need to come help me, Jesse. You can get to D and climb over, right?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So I'm going to go with Stalwart and Smite, hoping that maybe they walk towards me.
I'm going to use a shovel to squish some bugs.
That seems reasonable. So I'm going to go ahead and stay where I am, and we're going to go ahead and flip this card, and they go after me. Okay. You go. Nope. We are going to go ahead and blue. Ooh, blue gets an extra maneuver. Cool. That's useful, so I can go ahead and use that. So I'm going to use my extra maneuver. First, I'm going to try my whispering thingy. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 3 dice to try to calm the toggle. And I got still not enough. I got 1 success. I'm not paying for the extras. Then I'm going to go ahead and move 1, 2. I think it seems like probably a mistake, but we'll do what we can.
Might be.
1, 2, and then I'm going to go ahead and roll to attack this one over here. So we're going to roll 2 dice, and we got 1 success, and we lose 1 success. I'm going to pay the 2 stamina to go ahead and kill it. So that one's dead. It's going to roll down. 2 stamina is going to go ahead and give me the 2 successes I need for that, which means that one's gone. We now have 1 enemy dead. And then anything else I can do? I have an extra maneuver. I'm going to use an extra maneuver to go ahead and restore 3 stamina. So the way it works is stamina can be restored using the restore stamina action, which is a maneuver. And whenever you take wounds, you take it from your pile, flipping it face down like so. And when that's empty, you take it from your used stamina. Fortunately, I haven't taken any wounds yet.
Okay,
but
I believe enemies will go before me.
Enemies are going to not attack me, which is actually very helpful. Okay, enemies are going to go ahead. Oh yeah, look at that. So enemies are going to move. They're going to be snooping around, so they're moving 2. 1, 2, but they're not attacking me, which is very nice of them, honestly. We are going to go ahead and, although I can't actually attack it because it's at range 1, 2. Okay. Now, you can go ahead and go.
So, I'm going to go ahead and spend my extra stamina. 3 there. Now I have an additional move. I'm going to spend my extra stamina again. Going down the hill, I need to roll first agility to avoid that pocket of flesh there.
Which you have 1 success on reroll.
Pop,
boom,
pop.
we're good to go.
Okay, now I'm doing trigger D, which is spend a movement.
Yep.
To step down the path.
We can probably remove these, by the way. These are done. The complicated job is done. We have that is your spot for climbing is probably not relevant.
Hook and rope. I just need 2 successes. I'm currently sitting at 3 of these agility.
Yes.
Easy peasy
and
down the rope. And 1 more. So, is there any
No, you have to go
consequence?
to an area containing D.
I did, and then I moved 1 more.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
Any consequence for moving out of an area with a creature?
Yes, they're going to go ahead and deal 1 damage to you that cannot be negated.
Okay.
That comes from you against that first.
Right. Now, though, I'm going to trigger... I'm not 2 still.
Oh, did we move the enemies? We moved the enemies, right? Yeah.
I'm going to move another one forward. I've got my last... That's my last move. And I'm going to trigger N2.
Okay. We're triggering N2.
I want to see what's going on there.
That seems reasonable. N is... This is 0, 1, 2. Yep, you're good. Okay. Here you go, sir.
Impassable crater. The magical explosion cracked a smoldering crater in the middle of the ground. You hear Legionary whimper in the strange magical stench. For Legionary to pull Birdie over the crater, you will have to build a bridge from the thorn leaves. Only a hero in the area containing blood may perform this ability. Axes and shovels, success, place an X marker below. Place an X marker below your hero board on this card. Once there are 4 or more X markers on this card, reveal story cards, triangle and plus.
So we have to take a hard at work. Okay, so we're trying to basically restore that to a degree. Only an area in a hero containing may perform this ability test. Wait, what are we trying to do? So sometimes before your hero board. So we're grabbing thorns.
Yep.
Ah, intriguing. I like that. I mean, I don't like it, but I like it.
We're just going to fill it up.
Okay, that was our turn, right? Now we got the next round. We're going to go ahead and discard another story card. We're trying to do this within 10 rounds. We're at 4 rounds down. And we're going to go ahead and choose our actions, which I think I'm choosing it as attack again because I would like to kill these people.
I'm gonna do my focus.
Okay.
Spawn.
Spawn. I don't like this guy in my area.
Spawn?
We have to take him out. Spawn what?
Spawn a beetle.
No. It's only start rounds 1 to 3. This card can be gone now.
Okay.
Okay. And then the question is, I'm probably going to take an escape damage, but I think it's still the thing I'm going to do. We're trying to kill these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm still choosing the same action. I need to take that person out, otherwise our wagon won't move. Although not necessarily, because they also move towards us. Enemies are going to move towards us in general. So we're going to go ahead and I'm still going to attack it because I think it's the right move, and I'm going to start my turn by swapping this out. Otherwise, it'll cost me a maneuver action.
So physical damage.
Yep. And then we're going to go ahead and reveal this, and I get to go before they get to go.
I'm going after, but I get an additional movement, which is pretty nice.
Yes, it is. So I'm going to go ahead and attack the enemy. I'm going to do, again, a strength test. I'm going to go ahead and roll +2 dice to go ahead and attack it with -1 success. I'm doing this one over here. And we're going to go ahead. We got 2 successes with a reroll, and 4 successes, which is interesting. We have 4 successes. That's all I have, which is fine. I'll take it. That means it's 3 successes, which means he's down to 1. I kind of wish I had 1 more. Wish I had that thing now, you see? That's what I'm talking about. This would be useful. Anyways, that's his turn. I still have a maneuver action, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take the escape damage to wander closer to you, so at least the enemy comes towards us. So I'm going to go 1, 2. That means he's going to walk towards us, I think.
How do we get the cart? We have to be adjacent with it.
You activate before them? No, you activate after them.
We have to be adjacent to the cart to move it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go from here to go 1. We did see. Yeah, I'm going to go 1 and 2. We don't have to be adjacent to the cart to move it. Once per turn, we can take an action to move it, I believe. I believe that's how it works. Once per turn, I don't know, here's the target. Once per turn, the movement we move up to 2. It's plain and simple. So we just have to, once he activates, then on your turn, you'll take the ability to move it once the enemy moves towards us.
Is it a full ability?
It's not an ability, it's just you just say you're doing it. So the enemies are going to go ahead and activate. Enemies are taking their top action, so they're only moving 1. Oh, that's annoying. It's only moving 1. You have to be in the same space as the target to try to whisper it. That's the problem. Okay. Yep, that seems about right. And now it's your turn, Jesse. We have a whole lot of enemies around us. We should probably take these guys out.
You know, I was thinking about that.
They really get in the way of the cart. That toggle does not like them. I mean, the skitters. Oh, I took for those who are paying attention, I took an escape damage. No one saw that.
And I'll take a damage when I.
Now, what did we not explore on the map? We explored B. We did not explore Q. We explored N. We are missing M and L. Why does it feel there's more cars than that here? We have K, L, M, P, Q. Yep. Okay. Oh, because I'm heading towards K. That's what it was. Okay. You done? You still
No, I'm still figuring it out. I'm debating going to trigger K, because I'd like to know what that is.
I'm right next to K.
I know, that's why I'm not. But that's where I was going to go originally.
I didn't know that.
So I might as well squish some bugs. But I'm not as effective at killing things as you are.
What do you mean you're not as effective? You're rolling 2 dice same as me.
I'm not as good as you.
You're rolling 2 dice same as me.
Don't
hit the bug in the head.
Don't do that.
Hit the bug in the head.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to hit the bug in the head.
You can't. You didn't choose an attack action. It's not an attack action.
Well, then don't tell me to hit the bug in the head.
I don't know why you listen to me.
I'm going to...
Toggles haven't actually attacked us yet. No, wait a second. I'm sorry. The toggle attacks us here. No, it didn't reach us. It reached you. This one, they're not toggle. The skitter reached you. It's going to attack you.
Okay.
So it's going to, you need to do a strength 3 test against the attack. So it's basically attacking you. You need to do a strength 3. It's doing 3 wounds. Sorry, it's doing 3 wounds. You're rolling your strength attribute. No, sorry, do it again. It's doing 3 wounds. You're rolling your strength attributes. So you roll 2 dice. But you actually have +3, so you do roll 3. Look at that. You have 4 successes. You're good to go. You're good. No wounds.
I'm going to move 1. There.
You're going to take escape damage.
I'm going to take a damage.
It's not fun, I know.
And I'm going to start rolling on this card up here.
Okay. So
4.
to be able to take a test. Agility test.
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
4 minus 4 plus 2.
No, if you have an axe, +2 is successes. You have a shovel, so you're rolling your strength and you need to get 3 successes effectively.
I'll pay 1.
You get an extra die because you have your attribute there.
Right.
Okay. So you still have to pay 1.
Pay 1.
Wait, why 1? You need to pay 2. You can't do that. You could pay 1 and give up one of those. Up to you, sir.
That means I'm going to have to rest.
Yeah. Well, you have to rest either way.
Not me. Pay 1. One of these off.
Yep. Achievement token gone. You got one of those done.
1 on the board. Okay.
Okay. That's going to be the end of the round. We're going to go ahead and resolve a fate card. We're 5 cards into our 10 hypothetical rounds that we're trying to get, because otherwise we just straight up lose. There's directional arrows here. I wonder what those are for. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and continue where we choose our actions for the next round and then see what happens. I'm still going with attacking. These people need to be taken out. They're stopping our
the bow and arrows. The bow and arrow is pretty nice.
Oh, you can get the wagon to move 1. Because now it's within, wait, 1, 2, 3. No, you couldn't. I lied. Okay. Great. I'm going to go ahead and swap out the bow and arrow, speaking of which. Well, not necessarily, because if they move before me, I'm in real trouble. I'm going to be attacked by 3 of them. And
is the other one moving into your spot? The other one is not reaching you.
Oh, it's not? Okay, great. Then I'm going to go ahead
unless
with the bow
it
and
moves 2.
Then I'm going with the bow and arrow. I hope I go before them. We'll find out soon enough. You chose your action?
No. Do you want me to help you murder them?
Helping me murder them is not bad, but also, all things are important here.
Thornbush. Okay.
Okay. They are going before me. It's not great. Okay. So, what we're going to do is they're going to go ahead and move 1 space towards me. That's going to be 1, 2, and this one's going to go 1, like so. And then they're going to try to murder me, which is not the bestest. In that sense, what we're going to do is...
You roll against each one of their attacks, though?
Yes, each one of their attacks. So they're going to be doing a strength... they're doing 3 damage to me. I have to roll 2 dice. This is all the strength I have. And basically, I negate 1. I may as well prevent this, because there's no reason not to. Say, otherwise it becomes a wound.
Yep.
So I'm doing that to prevent the first one. And then the second one is going to be, again, same logic. Sad, but it is what it is. Now the question is, do I spend a maneuver to swap to an axe so I can take one of those out? Or do I just shoot the one behind me? I think I'm just going to shoot the one behind me. It's unfortunate, but I think I'm going to just shoot the one behind me. So, I'm going to go ahead and discard this to regain 2 stamina.
Okay.
So I can actually up anything we have. And then I'm going to shoot the one behind me. I'm going to go ahead and roll. And we got 2 successes, which is not what I need because it's only 1 success, which means we got the 4 down to 3. I'm feeling very inefficient here, Jesse. I'm feeling very inefficient here.
I'm going to rest.
Wait, no, I still have another action. I'm going to go ahead and restore stamina because it feels like that's probably useful. Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
Resting.
Yes.
Stamina's coming back. Skill check on this location. I'm rolling 2. I need 3.
Wait, are we doing the right order? We already did the skitterers. You're next. Yes.
Yeah, I believe so, right?
Yep. Just making sure.
Because you just went.
Nope, we're all good. I'm just checking.
That'll win.
That'll be success. So you got another one of those. Okay. You can also restore stamina as your second action.
I can also encourage this to move 1.
Yes, you can.
Which is valuable. Restore stamina as my second action.
Well, did you do a maneuver yet?
I restored.
Oh, you did. Okay, fine. I didn't realize.
I restored once.
Okay.
And then I did that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. We are moving on to next round. Another time card's gone. Time is slowly running out. And by slowly, I don't mean slowly. We need to take these skitterers out. Okay, I'm going to continue my pathway, except now I'm going to put the hand axe in my hand, because I think that's necessary. And I'm going to go ahead and choose another attack.
Is it up to 3 spaces away?
What do you mean?
They're 1, 2, 3 away now.
Yes.
Okay, that's okay.
If it's, I'm saying this is 1, 2, 3, so it's not going to move.
Okay.
Yeah. We could potentially encourage it to move if we're in the same space as it.
I'm going to keep going to keep doing this, though, because we've got to get it across the bridge. I need you to kill them.
I don't disagree with you. Ready?
Really, it should be the opposite, though. I should be fighting them fist and tooth. You should be shooting arrows at them.
I hear you. Anyways, they're going to go ahead and activate, and they're going to be doing a leg stab, fighting against my agility, which is, fortunately, just as bad as my other one. So they're going to move 2. They're going to move towards me over here. That's going to be 1. Actually, how many spaces are there? Yes, there's enough space for them, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Okay, so they're all moving in there. They're all attacking me, doing, fortunately, only 2 damage, but I will roll against each one.
You get to block each
2 damage with my agility. First one,
block.
Success. Second one,
Dodge.
success. Third one,
discontinue.
Boom, success.
Nice.
That was pretty helpful. Then I will go ahead and go, because yes, I'm going to go next.
You have a bunch of aphids crawling all over.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go, and I'm using my hand axe to try to slaughter the one with only 1 wound left. That seems like the right move, right? Most likely. So we're going to try to slaughter the one with 1 wound left, which is going to be number 2. And that means I am rolling 2 dice and hoping for at least 2 successes. I got 2 successes, which is enough to kill it. It's dead.
Which number is that?
That's going to be number 2, yes. Okay. Fun fact, for the first time, you go do your thing. I'm going to check something.
What are you going to check?
It's possible I can actually, do wounds to more than one. I'll double check. I'm wondering if I attack one enemy or multiple. But your turn while we go ahead and do that.
Okay, I'm going to be right where I am. I'm going to rest again, and I'm going to go ahead and take another skill check to see if I can continue cutting down leaves to let stuff through. That is going to be a success. So we have put our next token on the mark. Okay. And we're going to round 8, I believe.
Okay. Cool. So move this over
7.
here.
Round 7.
Round 7. Just going to get a new pile of cards over there. Okay. And we're choosing our action. I'm going to continue. Oh, I never took a rest action. I'm going to take a rest action and heal. I'm going to rest these. Okay. Because I still don't want to escape damage. So I'm going to stay with that. And again, I'm going to stick with my hand axe. And again, doing attack action. Okay. And you chose?
Can I move and attack or no?
You can. You still have a maneuver every round. Every round you have a maneuver and your action.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to be clever. We're going to do that over there, which is not relevant to the cards we're doing. We don't have any advanced enemies, so that's helpful. That symbol over there would be they do an advance their ability action. We're going to go ahead and have them do their leg stab again, so they're once again attacking me using my agility. So I just need to roll twice against them. And I got that. You see, I'm going to spend that.
Not going to work. Okay.
And then I'm going to do it again. And successfully defended. Then it's going to be blue before you. Yes. No, red. You go first.
Are they? What color are they?
There's going to be red, then blue. You took a red action.
I did. So I'm going to move 1, 2, spend 1 extra to move 3. Then I'm going to go ahead and do my attack action. Sword plus 2. So how many am I rolling? I'm rolling 2.
You're rolling 2 dice.
Hit, explosion. Hit.
4 hits. Dude. You get 4 hits?
Yeah.
So it has one. Wait, one second. You reduce 1 hit, unfortunately. But you can add a success. You can insta kill if you choose to do that.
Yeah.
Insta kill on this. Boom. That's going to be enemy number 3 is gone. Okay.
You haven't gone? Have you gone?
No, I've not gone. I'm going to attack enemy number 4.
Do it.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do my attack action. We're going to roll 2 dice. I'm going to hope for a whole bunch of successes.
You have to be near the wagon to calm it, right?
Okay. So that would be 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and spend the stamina, but it doesn't actually kill it because it's 1 less success. So it still goes down to 1 though. So down to 1, which is very helpful. Not that helpful, unfortunately.
Here's the issue.
Yes.
We desperately need this guy to go faster.
Well, what I can do now there's only 1, I could, for my second action, take a maneuver down here to get that last action. Right? Or I could just go up 1, actually, while I'm there. I'll go up 1. So I'm going to simply take a maneuver. I'm going to take escape damage, which means it's going to turn into that. And I'm moving into K. I still have 1 action left. I don't think...
Didn't you attack already?
Yeah, but I can move.
You attack, you move, and then you can do another thing?
What do you mean other thing?
Oh yeah, you can check K.
I'm going to spend the stamina so I can get extra movement. So I have 1 movement with 2 remaining. I'm going to check K. And I've taken an agility test when I move in there. So I'm going to roll 2 dice on an agility test to not hopefully get any issues. We are good to go. Got 2 successes. And we're pulling card K. Okay, and that wasn't that. That was me not taking damage when I moved into the zone.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so take that off a second. That's an axe. Ooh, but I'll do that in a second. The sacred woodcutter. A woodcutter is crouching under the trees trying to hide. He whimpers as he sees you, his eyes wide with shock. He keeps praying for the stars to protect him as it is the Benamite way. The great axe in his hand seems to be of little use to him at the moment. I need your axe. So, I can either pay 2 money, which we don't have, or I can do 6... Where's the money? I don't know where the money is. Anyways, or I can do 6 intelligence, success, flip. I'm going to try for the 6 intelligence because there's nothing wrong with trying. So I'm going to go ahead and try. I do have intelligence of 3, so I'm going to try for 6 successes on that. And we have 2 exploding dice.
It's good.
That's a good start. And we have the ability to pay all my stamina, which I don't have enough to do, so we won't be able to do that.
Are you assuming you should have some money?
It's possible. It's possible it's something else, or it's possible it's just the nature of the card. I don't know.
I mean, from the last scenario.
I don't think so. I don't recall. We didn't get money from the last scenario, I think. We'll find out. Anyway, so I'm failing at that, but I'm going to try to do that action over there. I only need 2 successes. I'm going to roll my 2 dice, and I get exploding die, and a success, so it's automatic there.
I kind of want his great axe.
I want his great axe too, but I have choices to make. Along the way, though, I can now head other places. I can head over to L. I can get to L. No, I can't get to L. I can get close to L.
You can trigger it.
I can trigger L. I'm going to go ahead and head over here to try to start exploring things and figure it out. Maybe
what if it's
money.
more vermin?
It might be money. It might be vermin. That's true. I'm going to roll to see if I hit for agility. We got 2 successes. We are good. And that's automatically going to already trigger L because we're a distance of 2 away. So let's see what L does. An ominous light. Behind the trees in the direction of Rundale, you can see the sky is lit by pulsating red and blue lights. Birds and fairy butterflies fly away from whatever is causing them. It is not the magical aurora you're used to seeing in the sky, but something far more sinister and uninviting. When I get to it, we can flip it. Get closer. I'm going to get closer. And I'm going to walk there for my last action, and that was my maneuver and all my stuff. Okay, we now move to the next round, Jesse.
All right. I sadly...
Okay.
I'm doing the attack one.
Yeah.
But I hope that I go fast enough that I can push the card as well, because we're running so slow on time right now.
We're definitely running out of time. 1, 2, 3. It's a problem. It's a problem. I mean, there's a range of how well we could do. We're just not doing that well. So at the end of the round, we move the time marker down. We're down to 8. We can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. At best, we already failed the best case. That's unfortunate.
No.
Yeah.
We can each do it too.
No, once per round. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot an action.
Can you encourage it with the wagon thing? Can you push it faster?
I don't know what that means.
The mental wagon thing.
Nope. That just chooses to ignore its restriction. Yeah.
Man.
I know. It is.
We should have pulled these guys up farther.
Arguably, because you have the toggle whisperer, you should have been going there and trying to do it. It is.
Yeah, but I was chopping down leaves.
We're not perfect, Jesse. We're gonna go ahead. I've locked in my action. I'm taking action maneuver.
God,
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and flip this card, and it's going to be going first, and it's going to be attacking you against your strength attribute. So 3 dice. You're rolling 2 dice. Sorry.
Boom.
Okay. So you could
Locked.
Yes. No. You have to discard 2.
Take that, loser.
Yes. Perfect. And you've blocked it, and now that is done for it. And now we go to your turn.
Yeah,
your turn. Yeah. You just need 1 success.
Dead.
Oh, we may have done something. Once there are 4 markers on this card, reveal story cards, that and that. So we got the last story cards in play.
Oh, I thought we had to go there.
No, I thought so too, but we do not. A makeshift bridge. The bridge of branches and leaves might be just enough to get Legionary to toggle and bury the wagon over to the other side. As you're finishing the bridge, you hear the sound of more skitterers in the woods. Flip. More skitterers in the woods? Jesse.
Yeah, I'm not interested in more skitters, I'm going to be honest.
That's not particularly what I'm looking for. This goes, I think, this way. Yep, just straight up over that card. So we have evolving events. Ambushed. As you finish the bridge, you hear the eerie sound of multiple legs rapidly moving rapidly in the woods. I love how we're 1 turn away from being perfect. Skitters are connected to a hive mind, but they do not seem to be protecting a nest or hunting for prey. Someone is using the skitters as soldiers, and you are their enemy. Spawn skitterers in the area shown, 1 per area. So we need 2 skitterers. We're gonna take 1 and 2. Where's 2? Do you have 2? It's on the thingy. Yeah. 1 over here, right where you are.
Oh, come on.
Come on is correct. Okay. The irony is, had I not finished it, we may have been able to move the wagon closer. And then you said you attacked the skitter, right?
Yeah.
You got 2 successes?
Mm-hmm.
Did you attack the skitter? Did you
I
roll?
killed it. Yes,
okay,
I
so
killed
you got it. Okay, so that one's dead. We got 2. 4 is dead. But we now have 4 on 1 and 4 on 2.
And once again, we can't move the wagon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Trigger the card.
No, it's my turn.
I don't care.
Turn. And you still have a maneuver. If you want, you could go wagon whisper it.
No, I'm gonna stay.
You're not gonna wagon whisper it? You want to fail more than we already are? Yeah.
Take a damage to do that. You realize that?
Yeah. I care about the mission, Jesse. I don't care about you. I care about the mission.
What's Wagon Whisper?
Wagon Whisper is going to be 5 successes, but you only need 3. So you roll 2 dice on your intelligence attribute. You got an exploding dice on 1 more. Boom. 3 successes. 1, 2. We might still be 1 turn away from perfect. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. Okay. And then it's my turn. I have a bunch of thingies. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to spend my extra stamina. Not yet. So I'm going to go 1. And I still have 1 more. We're going to go ahead and flip L.
Moving in there.
Strange and troubling sight. You walk towards the light and from the top of the ridge observe some ancient ruins, and beyond them a hill has been blasted open. On the hill you see Shantar Threebirds engaged in a magical combat with a Nithigri sorcerer. The red light you see coming from the hole in the hill, the blue from their battle. At your feet you see a small glowing cube, perhaps left here by Shantar. Gain Cube of Annihilation from the item deck.
Nice.
Remove this card from the game. Cube of Annihilation. That's going to be a fun one. That's going to be the Cube of Annihilation. Okay. So I have that, which is an area attack. This could have been helpful earlier. This is going to be an area 1 and deal 4 damage.
See, I feel like we could have got the Great Axe and the area attack and done so much better already.
Okay, well, here's the fun part,
I would reapproach this trying to solve the puzzle quicker.
It's 1, right? It's an area 1. So I could go ahead and just... It's also worth a lot of money, which means if we were playing a longer game, I'd probably want to keep it for a lot of money. But we're not playing a long game because there's only 1 more scenario left. So I think I'm going to try to go ahead and discard it in an area. So I believe it's 1 range and 4 damage. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, I guess? Or 1, 2, 3? No, 1, 2, 3, I can't get... Oh, I still have 1 movement. I'm going to go 1 with my remaining movement. And then I'm going to spend the stamina to go 1, finding card M. Circle of Disgusting Life. Repulsive venomous centipedes crawl over and under the purple black cat mushroom. The mushrooms are valuable, but gathering it without touching the herbal bugs is perhaps more trouble than it's worth. Use shovel, which I do not have. Otherwise, flip B. Nauseating centipedes bite you with their acidic mandibles, each small bite hurting your hand. You try to concentrate and carefully pick the mushrooms while you feel the venom burning your hand. Take 2 damage. Whew. And then gain Blight Cat Mushroom. Okay, remove this card from the game.
You used 1 already?
Yes, I used 1 of them to cover stamina. But that was 1. I still have 2 more to go. So I think, I'm going to go 1, 2, like so. And I think it makes sense to hit that one, right?
Either one.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to hit this one. I guess. I don't actually know enough, honestly. I'm going to go ahead. No, I'm going to hit this one. It's right next to us. So we're going to discard this, which is going to deal 4 damage. 4 dice. 4
dice.
Yep. So we got 3 successes already. And then I can spend 2 stamina. I'm going to
roll another one.
I can't. Oh, I can do 1 more. Yes.
There
Boom.
you go.
5. That's going to kill that. I only needed 4 because it doesn't even have my weapon thing. Okay. And that's going to be the Cube of Annihilation. That's discarded. It's gone. But that is dead. And that was the end of my turn, I believe. I've taken 2 maneuvers. I'm good to go. Yep. Okay. Oh, I did move through this, which means I need to take an agility test.
You got it.
I do not.
You do not have it.
I do not. I'm going to go ahead and turn one of these into a wound. I'm slowly getting wounded here. That is the round for right now.
I've selected my turn.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and discard 1 more card. And I am going to, I guess, have you do an attack? No, I'm going to do an attack. The question is, do I do a bow and arrow? Am I going before or after it? I can move to it either way. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do a... I'm going to keep the hand axe. I'm going to assume he's going to move and attack me. I'm going to go ahead and resolve this. And sure enough, he's moving and attacking me. He's going to go ahead and move 1. Which, is that 1 away from where I am?
No.
No, it's 1. He's going to go ahead and move 1 there. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and... I can spend my maneuver to... I think I'm just going to walk into its zone. I think it's the right action. So, you are going... We're going to do blue before green. So, blue
I was
going
to move in and push the wagon forward, so you're going first anyway.
Yep. I believe that's worthwhile. I'm going to go ahead and walk into this zone with my hand axe. And I'm going to go ahead and roll a bunch of dice to try to hurt it. So I'm going to be rolling 2 dice, hoping for the best here. I'm going to discard this first to be able to get 2 stamina back, so I can augment a roll if I need to. And I have 2 hits, which is only 1 hit. It goes down to 3. And this is already gone. And that's going to be your turn, Jesse.
Moving up here, I'm rolling 3 to try to augment.
Yep. You roll 3? Oh, you do that. Got it. Okay.
Boom.
Okay. Nope. This goes 1, 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And you moved and you did that. You have second action. No, that was your action. You're right. Okay. We're going to flip this. And that's the 5th card. Technically, do we count it as 10 if we don't flip it at the end? We count it as 10 if we don't flip it. We count it as 10 if we don't flip it.
That is fair.
I'm choosing my action. It's going to be an attack action. Go ahead and do this. Now, the wagon doesn't trigger the story card event. just to be clear.
Now, it's interesting. This is the first scenario you encounter any enemies.
Yes.
And it's actually a pretty nice little puzzle.
I mean, we haven't destroyed them, basically.
But it's a nice puzzle, too, because we've been having to deal with environmental things the whole time.
And he's going to attack me. Speaking of environmental things, I'm going to have to roll 2 dice against his obnoxious attack. And I got, whoa, exploding dice. Jesse. I got exploding dice. And 2, that's going to be 3. I defend against the attack. And then it's going to be my turn to attack back. And I'm going to roll 2 dice. And I got 1, and I could turn this into 2 more, which I think I'm going to. So that's going to be 3 successes against him, which is negated by 1, so he's down to 1, which means I'm probably just not killing him this turn, honestly. And then I could move. The problem is I can't spend a stamina to move, which means best case scenario, I'm not going to trigger. I can get close enough to see what this is. Let's get close enough to see what it is. I'm going to go ahead and just walk close enough.
Do you want to see what it is?
Yeah, just because I want to see. I want to explore.
Does it trigger when that thing gets there, or no?
It does not. This does not trigger any story events. Which means
because I'm going to get it there.
You're going to get it there, but we're not going to. Well, if you roll well. But either way, I'm going to at least see what it is, because I will take 1 escape damage, so that's going to flip over here. Definitely not doing well in the escape damage part. And then I'm going to go ahead and reveal story card P. Uh-oh.
Oh, is it the Brood Queen?
Approaching your destination, you see more Venorian skitterers emerging from the woods. It's becoming clear they are under the magical command of someone. Flip. Put skitterers in S and S, here and here. It won't change the endgame. It won't change the endgame at all. Okay? And we put this one over here. It's all good. We're just not gonna kill them. I think it won't change the endgame. This is the part where I double check the rules. If the toggle on the wagon reaches story point P, that's it. That's all we need. As soon as it reaches. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well,
okay.
Let's push forward and see what we can do.
You need to successfully hit this. You do have 1 free success.
I think I've got it, though.
I think I've
got it. 1,
taking escape damage?
2, taking a damage when I do that.
Yep.
Gonna be rolling 3 dice, please.
Enjoy. That's
clean, sweet.
Boom.
Pushing
1, 2,
it to P.
And we successfully...
I feel like we just barreled through and escaped from the woods.
So, let's go ahead and clear this board and see if we actually... I think it says at the end of a round... It's a toggle on the wagon reaches story point P.
That's within 10 as well.
It doesn't say. That's within 10, right?
Cool.
We're going to call that a success.
We're going to call that a grand success.
Go ahead and read.
Conclusion. You made it past the obstructions and have outpaced any remaining skitterers. More appear from the tree line as you rush up the road towards the rising smoke. You make it to the hill where you can see the sky aglow with red and blue light. It's coming from beyond the ruins of the ancients which mark the forest downhill. You hear faint yells, curses, and blasts, all seemingly coming from a magical battle being fought not far from here. Then you see a Nithagri, sorcerer, rise into the sky on a flying disc, casting evil red energy down at Shantor as she levitates herself up, countering with blue magic. Legionaries start to whine miserably. You do your best to calm him down before going to help his mistress. Just then you see the evil Nithagri cast a magical bolt your way. You hear the whistling sounds and you realize you must run for your lives. Count the number of discarded fate cards. Consult the table below and see how you did. Additionally, the quicker you've completed the scenario, the more advantages you will have in the next.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. So 10 or fewer, you manage to drag the Legionary and Birdie out of harm's way safely towards the ruins ahead. The bolt hits the wisp trees behind you, causing many of them to splinter and fall. You will place 2 skitters in the scenario map at the start of tutorial 3.
So it looks like the slower we had gone, the more skitterers it would have placed in the next scenario.
Which is funny, because the worse you do, the more it's punishing you.
But we do get achievements. Explorers, group story card A, L, and Q have not been drawn. Basically, we did not get Q. Q is going to be down here. So if we got all the goods, we would get an achievement. No enemies were defeated. That did not happen. All enemies were defeated. That did not happen. A hero with a toggle whisperer card successfully calmed the toggle. We do get an achievement, so we're going to start with one of these next scenario each. And then we get convincing argument. Nope, pacing yourself. Finish the scenario unwounded and on maximum stamina. That did not happen.
So we kind of succeeded, but we sacrificed a lot to get there.
We got the, those, grading marks.
Yeah.
We're you passed.
No. It's like, you did perfect.
Yes.
Now let me just check the fine print.
Yeah. That was going to... Yeah.
So we're going to have more content. If you made it to this part, my assumption is you're already heavily into this game. I'm really liking what's happening here, and I know I am compelled to play Chapter 3. Are we up to Chapter 4 in this that we have?
No, we only have Chapter 3. We have 3 chapters in the tutorial guidebook. We've already played one. Well, I've played one twice. I'm going to play it a third time because I want to do it on camera.
I will be doing Scenario 3 for sure.
Yep.
Super excited about it. Whether it's on or off camera, I'm not entirely sure.
Might be mid-campaign, just timing, because we have one copy we're splitting here, so we'll figure it out.
Either way, thank you for watching, thank you for being here, whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing, always swallow a spider when it presents itself.
Okay.
Like those, like those things.
Yeah,
like
swallow it.
What are these
Sure.
called?
Skitterers.
Skitterers.
Yeah.
You just
swallow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't think that goes down well.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
They're so gross. We'll see you next time.